Meanwhile, in Gaza, efforts to advance the ceasefire have been slow. On Saturday, more than 30 Palestinians were killed in Israeli strikes. Israel says that it carried out the strikes after a violation of the ceasefire. Over 500 Palestinians have been killed since the ceasefire is said to have began, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health. One element of the ceasefire plan was the full reopening of the Rafah crossing, but Israel has been only allowing a few Palestinians through after this week's partial reopening. Nick Robertson reports.
Stop! Stop here, she shouts. Emotions overflowing. Iman Rashwan, desperate to see her mother, she hopes is on the bus. But so much excitement, UN workers waving the crowds back as the first war evacuees to return to Gaza from Egypt through the newly opened Rafah border crossing arrive. For Iman, anxiety becomes relief. Her mother, who left for medical treatment a year ago, the first off, finally in her arms. But all is not well. The next returnee off the bus, Omar, begins screaming. No one crossed the border, she says. The Israelis treated us terribly. I was handcuffed, blindfolded, and interrogated by the Israelis. They told us we could only bring one bag. We had to leave a lot of clothes behind, and they told a little girl her toy was forbidden and took it away from her. It turns out she wasn't the only one with a bad border experience. They searched every blouse and every pair of trousers very precisely, she says. They left nothing unsearched, and they took many things from us. Iman's mother also says she had a hard time crossing. Today was a piece of hell. The Egyptians treated us very well, she says, but the journey became difficult when we reached the Israelis. They interrogated us for several hours. The following night, more jubilant returnees, all with similar reports of distress during IDF checks. On both days, the numbers crossing much lower than expected. Unclear if these are just teething troubles after 20 months of closure or a tougher version of robust security checks Palestinians routinely face at Israel's borders. The IDF says it is acting in accordance with the ceasefire agreement, and no incidents of inappropriate conduct, mistreatment, apprehensions or confiscation of property by the Israeli security establishment are known. For these returnees, it's an experience they don't wish to repeat. Nick Robertson, CNN, Jerusalem.